Hi, I'm Penny Cohen.
Hi, I'm Sky Frank.
And this is SCPA Today. This is our last broadcast of the year, and we have some fun segments in store for you.
But before we get started, let's talk about all the interesting things that have happened at school.
Great idea. Well, recently Nick Cannon made a visit to SCPA in order to give our students an opportunity to showcase their entrepreneurship.
How cool! Also, our In Motion dance concert is closed, and if you didn't get to see it, you missed out. Congratulations to all the wonderful students, faculty, and guest choreographers who were involved.
Speaking of shows, recently our school was nominated for the Ben Vereen Award for Best Musical. We also had some star students nominated for Best Actor and Actress. Micah Fong was nominated for the role of Elle Woods in Legally Blonde. Chris Lopez nominated for the role of Billy Crocker in Anything Goes. Vivian Romero nominated for the role of Reno Sweeney in Anything Goes. Isaiah Foster nominated for the role of Professor Callahan in Legally Blonde. And Sky Frank was nominated for his role as Moonface Martin in Anything Goes. I want to congratulate all the nominees and give a special congratulations to Sky for winning Best Actor. Have a great time in New York, Sky.
Yeah, thank you, and congrats to everybody. In other news, over the past weekend, we've had the 80s concert, which showcased our vocal department. The instrumental department also had a concert, and the art department seniors had their senior exhibition in Liberty Station. Congrats on your art, seniors. And since there's only a week and a half left in our school, don't forget your yearbooks. High school yearbooks are $80 and middle school yearbooks are $45.
Be sure to get them quick. Now let's get back to business. For this broadcast, we'll be showing a PA crib segment on Miss Babby's room. We'll be talking about the ARC program at school, SCPA fashion, a creative writing student spotlight, how to survive senior year, and a segment for the retiring teachers.
We are packing a ton of fun into our last broadcast, but before we get into that, let's check out the weather. Ryan?
Good morning, SCPA. This is your weatherman, Ryan Manat. Lately, we've been experiencing average San Diego weather where the temperature doesn't get too warm or cold, and we are looking at this map of here of South California. This is our San Diego area. This is South Bay. This is where our school is, and yeah, recently in this week it has been pretty warm, but also it has been pretty overcast lately, but soon as we move towards the end of the year, San Diego weather will become much warmer and more sunny. And now for our 5-day forecast. We can see the weather will be partly cloudy with the weather averaging in the high 60s or the low 70s. Well, this is your last weather report of the year, and I'll be retiring as weatherman. This is Ryan Manalik, and I love you all.
Thank you, Ryan, for the weather. We love you too. Now we have a special science teacher we all know and love, the famous Miss Babby. Let's take a look at her room for the final segment of PA Cribs for this year.
Hi, I'm Miss Babby. Welcome to my crib. Come on in. Let's take a look. So one thing you should know about my crib is that there's always people here, good-looking people, of course. We have fabulous artwork from alumni that stays here forever. So we have our spider monster up on the wall. And then if we come this way, we can see some science. So we teach anatomy here. So we've got our body parts. There's a torso, there's an arm, there's a heart, an ear, an eyeball. Here's some more science stuff. We do chemistry. We've got beakers and graduated cylinders, mortars and pestles. And over here we have posters made by Henry Lee and Jeremiah Samaniego. They're very sciencey. And then one other thing we have is a closet. So if you need food, a tampon, extra clothes, gum, all of that is in here. You can look really nice like me. Wear Chicago Bears clothes all day if you have to. Thanks for coming to see my crib. You can't stay here, but you can always come back and visit.
We all love you, Miss Babby. Hey, have you heard of ARC?
Isn't that the after-school program that gives us snacks and stuff?
Well, they do way more than that. Let's go to Beth to get more information on ARC and all that they do for SCPA.
My name is Beth, and I am the site coordinator of the after-school program here at SCPA. ARC provides all the services that happen after school, so a lot of people don't know that we help pay for the rights to all of the shows, the musicals, and the different plays that go on, as well as we hired the muralists to paint the doors on the library and the Little Theater. We also offer things like driver's ed and an art program. It varies throughout the year. We do also sometimes bring in outside people, like the dance master classes that have taken place throughout the year. We had a hand in that, as well as Stephen Metcalf during the screenwriting workshop that's gone on for the past few weeks. So I think a lot of students benefit because they get these opportunities that they maybe wouldn't have if they attended another school without ARC, the IMAN program. So all high school students are eligible for the program. Unfortunately, we don't have a grant for middle schoolers, so it's only 9th through 12th graders, but you basically join by just signing in. Even if you come one time to a free show, to the free In Motion concert, you're counted as an after-school participant. We are funded through a grant through the government, so basically the school applies and they say, hey, you have enough kids to qualify, let's give you this money, and then we get some of it for tutoring and academics, and then some of it. And part of the way we keep the grant money is by getting signatures. So in the whole year we have to get 25,000 signatures, which sounds like a crazy amount, but we usually do it. But that's why I'm always bugging you all to sign in. If you're here after school, sign in. I feel like we had a really great year this year. We kind of got to do some more interesting and fun things than we did last year, like some different hiking trips and kayaking. And I'm really looking forward to next year and seeing what kind of new activities and events we can bring to campus. See you next year.
Wow, ARC really does a lot for our school. And thank you, Beth, for making sure that we all sign in.
Have you ever really took a look at the students of our school?
No, not really.
Well, our students are very unique and express themselves in many different ways. Let's take a closer look.
If there were a strictly enforced dress code at SCPA, I feel like a lot of people would feel kind of suffocated by that, because fashion is definitely a form of expression, like self-expression, and I feel like it would be more strictly enforced on women.
I didn't really want to be noticed, and I was very insecure. And I think as time progressed, I realized that there's no need to, to try to hide myself from everybody else, that I can express myself as loudly as I'd like, and that I should be proud of that.
There's a Japanese street style called genderless K, which I really want to go for more so, and it's just kind of somewhere between boyish and androgynous, and kind of a little bit of cutesy, but still kind of modern and casual.
I try to thrift most of my stuff. Not only because it's cheaper, but I feel like a lot of the stuff, it's just funner to find a certain thing that I like, have it be unique, that nobody else has. A lot of the stuff I like is very vintage, because I feel like my style is more for another decade. I try to incorporate that a lot.
20 years from now, when they look back and think about our generation, I feel like we're the generation to fully comprehend the fact that we all can be different. Like the way my parents would talk about the style, they all kind of had the same style, they all kind of followed the same type of trend, but in today's world, it's kind of, people are spreading out and understanding that they can be themselves.
Men of fire still alive through the raging glow, gone insane from the pain that they surely know. For whom the bell tolls, time marches on. Yeah, I love that song.
SCPA is truly diverse in people and in our fashion. Next up, we'll be showing student spotlights on Wesley Jalipa, Anaya Hughes, and Catherine Mozo. Let's go to them now.
Wesley Jalipa, I'm a creative writing major, and my play is called Better.
My name is Anaya Hughes. I'm a creative writing major, and the name of my play is The American Mother.
My name is Catherine Mozo. I'm a creative writing major, and my play is called The Terrible Four.
The play is about the personal journey of a taxi driver as he meets a psychologist, and they fall in love briefly.
The prompt for this assignment was to write about the American dream, and I decided to focus on the women in the 1960s, because during this time, in the 1950s, because during this time there was a lot of
depression among women and housewives and stay-at-home mothers. And there was just a lot of controversy over what a good mother is and what a bad mother is.
So my plays about these 4 best close friends who are in high school, freshman, sophomore, who faced a lot of problems, and they kind of faced betrayal with everyone. And I got this inspiration because it happened to me before, where my friends backstabbed me, but I changed it to a different situation where a situation actually did happen and changed it to something else.
It feels great. We've been talking about this for a while. The creative writing department, we feel, in creative writing is sort of underexposed as far as our art goes, and it's important for us to get as many outlets as we can to try and not only keep people aware of our major, but to even keep the major alive. And so when I heard that we were going to have the theater, we were going to finally collaborate with the theater department to put some of our plays on as performances, I was thrilled.
We are not just people who write with a piece of paper, we're a lot more than that.
Wow, we have some talented creative writers here. And you know, we also have some great seniors who decided to leave us with some little tips on surviving senior year. Let's see what they have to say.
Hi, my name is Joyce.
Hello, my name is Ryan Manalik.
Hi, I'm Sophia, and I'm a senior at SCPA. I'm a senior here at SCPA.
I'm a senior here at SCPA.
It's best to keep your mind open and like your ideas open to like the other possibilities that the answers you can get.
I knew I needed more money to be in senior year. Yeah, there's a lot of things we had to buy this senior year.
Terrifying but exciting.
A calendar would be nice, or a little planner so you could plan things out and actually get them done and not wait till the last second.
Prepare for testing by going to tutoring with my teachers and doing a lot of practice problems on my own, and really looking at videos online if I don't understand something. I felt a lot more mature and closer to my teachers.
The thing about senior year is that we're all getting older and we could do a whole lot more things.
So it's best to keep priorities in check, but that doesn't mean you can't have fun. Sometimes you have so much to do and you end up doing none of it because it's just so overwhelming and it takes a really mental toll. My thesis statement for senior year would be take it all in, the good and the bad, and just cherish everything because you're never going to be able to experience this again.
Thank you, seniors. You'll all be missed here at SCPA next year. You know who will also be missed? Our retiring teachers. The students wanted to give their teachers a final goodbye. Let's take a look.
I had Miss Lee in 6th grade, and I would visit her often as I progressed through my schooling from middle school to high school. I would come by and say hi because Miss Lee is very dear to my heart, you know.
So I think Mr. Doyle is probably the best person I've ever met in my whole life. He is one of the best teachers at SCPA, and he's taught me not how to be a performer, but how to be a confident woman.
I'm just really grateful that I got the opportunity to have Doyle as a teacher. Even though it was only 2 years, I'm really sad to see him leave.
Mr. Doyle, honestly, is my favorite teacher, and I am having a hard time imagining coming to this school without him as my teacher. He's changed my life and my perspective on musical theater, and he's really taught me how to dream big and shoot for my goals.
Well, okay, the way I know Mr. Stevens is that he casted me in his play last year in Medea, and it was actually a really good experience, and I've been observing Mr. Stevens since then, and he's just very caring and he's nice and very understanding, and it's good to be around him.
Wow, Miss Logan. I have to wear these glasses because you made my future so bright. You are such an amazing teacher, Miss Logan. So wise. Wow, Miss Logan. You really outdone yourself teaching my class.
Hey, Mr. Bernard. Thanks for letting me sit in your room for the past 3 years at lunch, dawdling the day away. It's always been fun just talking to you whenever. Just sitting at lunch waiting for everyone else to finish their stuff. Really appreciate it.
You know, these teachers sure have left a legacy. You will all be greatly missed. Well, this time, on behalf of... Wait, did you hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't grow. You'll never shine if you don't grow.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. Only shooting stars break the mold. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Yeah! We can say hi!